Well, the bromance breakup between Elon Musk and Donald Trump is getting juicy. I don't know how else to describe it because this one is getting crazy. Elon Musk has said the reason why Donald Trump has not released the Epstein files is because he is in them. He says, time to drop a really big bomb. Real Donald Trump is in the Epstein files. That is the real reason they have not been made public. Have a nice day, DJT. Wow, this is a breakup that has gone nasty, right? This is a nasty breakup, but we're all here for it. Let's not kid ourselves. So let's start off with how the day went. Donald Trump came out saying that he's very disappointed in Elon Musk.
So we've done a great job. Elon knew that. Elon endorsed me very strongly. He actually went up in campaign for me. I think I would have won. Susie would say I would have won Pennsylvania easily anyway, even if the governor ran, the real governor, not the governor from Minnesota, he's a sick puppy, that guy. That poor guy, I feel sorry for him. But they made a bad choice with him. But if you pick Shapiro or anybody else, I spoke to him recently about his house being set on fire, which was terrible. But if they picked him, I would have won Pennsylvania. I won it by a lot. But I'm very disappointed because Elon knew the inner workings of this bill better than almost anybody sitting here, better than you people. He knew everything about it. He had no problem with it. All of a sudden he had a problem, and he only developed the problem when he found out that we're going to have to cut the EV mandate, because that's billions and billions of dollars, and it really is unfair. We want to have cars of all types. Electric, we want to have electric, but we want to have a gasoline, combustion. We want to have different. We want to have hybrids. We want to have we want to be able to sell everything. And when that was cut, and Congress wanted to cut it, he became a little bit different, and I can understand that. But he knew every aspect of this bill. He knew it better than almost anybody, and he never had a problem until right after he left. And if you saw the statements he made about me, which I'm sure you can get very easily, it's very fresh on tape, he said the most beautiful things about me. And he hasn't said bad about me personally, but I'm sure that'll be next. But I'm very disappointed in Elon. I've helped Elon a lot.
Mr. President, I just want to clarify, did he raise any of these concerns with you privately before he raised them publicly? And this is the guy you put in charge of cutting spending. Should people not take him seriously about spending now? Are you saying this is all sour grapes?
No, he worked hard, and he did a good job. And I'll be honest, I think he misses the place. I think he got out there, and all of a sudden he wasn't in this beautiful Oval Office, and he's got nice offices too. But there's something about this one. I was telling the Chancellor, this is where it is. People come in here, even from Germany. They come in and they walk into the Oval Office, and it's just a special place. It's, World War I, it started and it ended here, and World War II, and so many other things. Everything big comes right from this beautiful space. It's now much more beautiful than it was 6 months ago. A lot of good things are happening in this room. And I'll tell you, he's not the first. People leave my administration and they love us. And then at some point they miss it so badly. And some of them embrace it and some of them actually become hostile. I don't know what it is. It's sort of Trump derangement syndrome, I guess they call it. But we have it with others too. They leave and they wake up in the morning and the glamour's gone, the whole world is different, and they become hostile. I don't know what it is. Someday you'll write a book about it and you'll let us know. Yeah.
Okay, so the bromance is officially over. He even says, he hasn't said anything bad about me yet, but and certainly, and then after this, Elon absolutely did by throwing him under the bus with the Epstein files. Elon responded to this saying, without me, Trump would have lost the election. Dems would control the House and the Republicans would be 51-49 in the Senate. Such ingratitude. And then Elon also tweeted out, where is this guy? And he's showing a bunch of images of Donald Trump's former tweets where he said, we could use the balanced budget amendment. Politicians don't have the will to cut spending. He also says, I cannot believe the Republicans are extending the debt ceiling. I'm a Republican and I'm embarrassed. These were from 2011, 2013, 2011. We need a balanced budget amendment because Congress has no fiscal discipline. 2012, Donald Trump says the Republicans should not give Barack Obama the authority to raise the debt another $1.2 trillion. Now they're raising it $5 trillion. Let's see, another one, he says, Barack Obama is bankrupting this country. His budget adds another $4.4 trillion to the debt, putting us over $20 trillion in total debt by 2016. So it goes on and on, right? So these are the things that Donald Trump used to say, and Elon Musk is saying, where is this guy? Like, this is the guy that people were voting for. Trump then hits back at Elon and says, Elon was wearing thin. I asked him to leave. I took away his EV mandate that forced everyone to buy electric cars that nobody else wanted, that he knew for months I was going to do, and he just went crazy. So he's trying to claim that it was the removal of the EV mandate, of basically getting some rebates or the mandates, and that is, I just have a hard time believing that that is why Elon Musk, just was incensed and was like, how dare you? A lot of people are going EV naturally. People wanted to buy Teslas naturally. Plenty of people are also still buying gas cars. I don't think that there's, the EV mandate, I mean, I suppose you could blame it on that, but I think that there's also, I really think that Elon Musk was really married to Doge. I mean, I think that's what this boiled down to, is that Elon Musk wanted the Doge thing to happen. He was all in on that, and Trump then basically nuked it. I said, okay, yeah, go and cut this, cut that, cut this, cut that. Oh, and now that you've cut all of this, we're going to add a bunch to the budget, and we're actually going to raise the deficit. And I think that just really upset Elon. I think he really went in there thinking that we were going to slash the deficit, that we were going to slash the budget, that we were going to actually do something to turn this around, and that didn't happen. I think that's really, he was just married to Doge. And Trump took a giant dump on Doge, essentially. Trump also said, the easiest way to save money in our budget, billions and billions of dollars, is to terminate Elon's government subsidies and contracts. I was always surprised that Biden didn't do it. Whoa. Ooh, Donald Trump is getting himself into hot water on this one. As president of the United States, I don't think you can, out of political, use your office for power like this in a way that isn't, I think this is breaking the law, quite honestly. I don't think that you can wield your power like this as president because you're upset with somebody and then say, now the government's just going to rescind all of your government contracts. Yeah, I don't think you can actually do that. I don't think you could do that. So Trump is now playing nasty. We're all here to see it. I don't think this is legal. I don't think this is good. So, but he's basically threatening Elon Musk now, saying, we're going to rescind all of your government contracts because you're a big baby and you don't like me anymore. And yeah, you can't use your power in that way. And then that's when Elon Musk dropped the really big bomb. And this is a really big bomb, that Trump is in the Epstein files, and that is the real reason they have not been made public. Have a nice day, Donald J. Trump. I don't think it's just Donald Trump who's in the Epstein files. I'm not surprised if he's in them. I mean, this is the guy that owned the Miss Universe pageant. Young girls were parading around in swimsuits and in dressing rooms, and he walked in. I mean, I don't think there's any surprise that he would indulge himself in the debauchery and abuse and manipulation and blackmail that Epstein was into. I think that Trump probably participated in that, but so did a lot of others. I mean, there's a lot of politicians, I'm sure, who are sitting in office right now, those who used to sit in office, those who are sitting in office, and those who will be sitting in office, who are in the Epstein files. And that's the problem with the Epstein files. That's why we want them. It's not just about a big pedo ring. Most of us want the Epstein files because we want to know how much blackmail, how much hot water are we in? What kind of blackmail does the country of Israel, likely a Mossad operation, how much blackmail do they have on our politicians? Is this why they all have to pledge allegiance in a mayoral debate? Is this why they all have to go to the Wailing Wall? Is this why they all have to take their first foreign trip to Israel? It's because they're all on the Epstein list? Yeah, I think that could be the reason. And that is why we want the files. Not because we want to just take down the pedos and hold them accountable. No, we want to hold accountable the fact that our country is being blackmailed, that our country is being held hostage by a foreign Middle Eastern nation. That is what we want to know. And so I think it makes a lot of sense if Donald Trump is in the Epstein files. I mean, he has done anything and everything Israel has wanted, essentially, including inching us closer and closer to war with Iran. So, that's if that's the real reason. Now, some people will say, well, there's a picture of Elon Musk with Maxine, what's her name? The madam. Her name has just slipped me right now. I always say it wrong anyway. Her name, you guys know the face. I'm right now, just my mind has gone blank. But there's a photograph of him with her. There's pictures of Epstein with a lot of powerful people. It doesn't mean that they're in the book, but, Epstein and his madam, his handler, his Mossad handler, were out there, going to many parties, rubbing elbows, trying to gain the contacts of many influential people in order to get them into their circle so that they could blackmail them. And so there's a lot of pictures of people out there, but, Elon might be in the book. It could be that the Clinton, Bill Clinton, there's a lot of chatter about him being in the book. A lot of the victims say that they saw Clinton on the island. I mean, there are so many different politicians who are on the Epstein list, and that's why we don't have them. That's the real reason why we don't have them. And it is true. I don't think anybody could get into office for whatever reason in this country. It seems like you can't get into office unless you somehow are on this list. It seems like only those who are easily controllable can make it into office. And maybe that's why we never will get the list until we get a clean politician. What are we going to? I just don't see us getting one. So, but wow, this took a turn fast between Elon and Donald Trump, didn't it? I wasn't really expecting that. But I'm here for it, and I'm sure you are as well. We'll see. The night is still young. We'll see how these two, what happens tomorrow, and we'll see if Donald Trump responds. He did respond a little bit, but it wasn't to this. It's not clear if he even saw this tweet from Elon Musk, because Donald Trump did end up saying, I don't mind Elon turning against me, but he should have done so months ago. And then he goes on to talk about the big, beautiful bill. This is one of the greatest bills ever presented to Congress. It's a record cut in expenses, $1.6 trillion, and the biggest tax cut ever given. If this bill doesn't pass, there will be a 68% tax increase and things far worse than that. I didn't create this mess. I'm just here to fix it. This puts our country on a path of greatness. Make America great again, is what Donald Trump said in his latest Truth Social post. But unclear if he'd seen Elon Musk outing him as being on the Epstein list or not. But I'm sure we're going to have more of this tomorrow. I'm sure of it. But hey, right, we're all here for it. Thank you for watching this clip from the full Kim Iversen Show, which you can catch Monday through Friday, 2 p.m. Pacific, 5 p.m. Eastern. We do live stream it every day. It's a 1-hour show. You can catch it. It is totally free. Just go to KimIversonShow.com. See you there.